the end part of the cake, and now we're going to just attach the bow and just do all the magical finishing touches just to give it that extra sparkle. So we're going to use this sort of pink coloured sugar paste. Now we buy it in just pre-coloured, which saves a lot of time. So we're just going to roll it out, so softening it up. There we go, so I've got a nice smooth surface there. Pressing it down, and now we want to do sort of roll more of a rectangle shape, just so we can cut long strips from the sugar paste. So again, just rolling it out. Just remember to keep that shape, which is a very good habit to get into. Good, so that's when we got the sugar paste down to a nice 3mm thickness. And just to double check that I've got it down to the right thickness, just want to get the knife and just trim a bit off there just to make sure. So there we go, down to 3mm in thickness. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is put the straps over the cake. So we want to just cut 2 strips of sugar paste for it's almost like the parcel, the present on the parcel. So we just want to cut roughly about 1.5 inch strips. Now when I'm taking a class, generally what I tell the students, the wider the strip, you decide on the width of the strip depending on how well you've iced the cake. So if you've got lots of marks to hide, then obviously make a wider bow and a wider strip. Okay, so it's a wee sneaky thing, but it's quite handy. So what I'm going to do now is just going to put some water on the cake. So on that cross idea. Now if this is a wedding cake that I was doing, I would measure all this out, but as it's just a celebration cake, I'm just going to do it freehand using my eye, so to speak. Okay, so we're going to make sure you've got the back of the cake, so the back of the cake's facing me. I want to put the first strap going widthways and then across towards me at the back there. Okay, so if we just pick up the first piece, there we go, and I just want to go across and lay that onto the cake and then down the sides, like so. Turn it round and now put this second piece on. There we go. Good. So once we've got that on, we then want to then trim off the excess sugar paste. So I'll just give myself a bit more space. Just lift it up. Place that down there. There we go. Good. And if we just bring this up here, that's much better. Good. So if we just go round and just trim off the excess paste at the bottom. Already you can see the cake coming to life, just putting these little straps on there. Okay, so just look for the back, so that's the back, so here's the front here. So that's really good. And now it's time to put the tails of the bow onto the cake. So a little bit of water, again, or your sugar glue, depending on what your preference is. And then we just want to brush some water across here, a sort of V shape, for the little tails to go onto. Okay, so I just want to cut a strip. Okay, so we've got a strip of sugar paste here, like so, and all I'm going to do is make a V shape from it. So if I just put that down there, just move this cake out the way. Okay, so just cut a V like that. Sometimes it's better having it at the edge of the table, just so your hands can get onto the knife a little bit more comfortable. So I'm just going to trim them to the same size, and then what I want to do is lift them up, and then you want to fold them back on themselves, just so it looks like it's tied from a bow there. You can see that it's got that nice effect there. Okay, so just fold it back like that, just very simple. If you had a stitch tool, we could do some stitch detail, but we'll just keep it simple today. So if I bring the cake across, and then just lift up the tails and just place them on. There we go. Excellent. Good. So you can see there, it just looks really nice, quite pretty looking on top there. So just squash down the middle bit, just so that you can get the bow on and it's not going to take up too much space. And then just before we go any further, we're just going to put a little bit of water on there. Excellent. Okay, so on to the sort of more crucial part of the cake, and that's actually making the bow. So this bow that we're going to make is an all-in-one bow, so we're not going to leave it to set, we're just going to make it and put it straight on the cake. And we're just going to use a little bit of pasta, spaghetti, just to hold it in place until it sets. Okay, so it's always interesting seeing you're going to be using pasta when you're doing some cake decorating. Right, so what we have here is a smaller cake smoother, and it's roughly this size that we want to make the bow from. So it's roughly sort of 5 inches by 2.5 inches, which is perfect for the bow. So we place that down on the sugar paste, and I'm just going to draw around, cut around should I say, the smoother. There we go. And that's me got my two bows. Now I'm just going to trim that bit off, and I can get rid of the rest of this, so we don't need it anymore. And now we're going to actually put the bow on. So if we turn this upside down, so if we turn it over and just lay it on the board like so, like that. Okay, in fact I'll just put that there. Okay, and then we get some water or some glue and just put some of it across the very end. Watch not to soak it, so just take off any excess. You just want to make it sticky, just so that it's not going to slide about if you put too much on. Now this bit's a wee bit tricky, so you've got to watch very carefully when I do this part. Okay, I'll do it 2 different ways just so that you can see the different angles. Okay, so I want to lift it, fold it over on itself, and then keep your finger inside, just so it doesn't close over, and then pinch down like a pasty. So we're closing it off, and that's just sealing it down, and then we can lift it up, and you can see there, we can see inside, so it's not closed over, which is ideal. Now, the way that you would do it is you would just make it this way up, but you obviously can't see what I'm doing, so I'm just going to lean it on its side. So from the middle we want to make an S shape, so you can see that S shape, squash it together, and then make another S shape, and squash that together. Once we've done that, we put our finger inside, like so, and just help if the cake goes the right way around. We then want to lift it up, make sure it's open at the bottom, and then attach it onto the cake, like so. Now you can see there I'm pulling my 2 hands apart, so I'm stretching the bow, and then we want to get a little bit of spaghetti, and the spaghetti is going to go inside, and that just stops the bow from moving around or falling over when we're working on it, like so. And you can see straight away we've got this lovely big juicy bow starting on there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim off the excess sugar paste, and then just add a little bit of water on that bit so I can butt the 2 together. Good. Okay, so I'll turn the cake around again just to make my life a little bit easier. So lift this bit up. So I'll do it the way that you should do it, rather than do it towards the camera. So lifting it up, so you just want to face it up the way, and I'm doing 1 S, then a second S, and then this time I want to then open it up, lie it on the table, and now I have to trim off the excess on the table because obviously we can't do it when it's on the cake. Lift it up, make sure the bottom's opened. I go across and attach. Excellent. And then I just want to get the other piece of spaghetti and stick that in there. And we turn it round, you can see there we've now got this lovely bow started. And all I have to do now is just tidy up the middle bit. So we make a sort of open diamond shape for this bit here. So using a scrap piece of sugar paste. So you can see it's all sort of rectangles that we're actually using. So just take off the corners of the sugar paste. There we go. So just like that. And then all we want to do is just place that over the bowl and down softly like so. And that's just got the bow on the cake. So the next stage is going to be doing the sugar balls. So we're going to do some sparkly balls around the side here. And it's just an alternative to using royal icing, a little bit more of a modern twist, and it's a good way to bring some sparkle to the cake. So that's the next stage.